Okay. I know I'm late. Arcane came out on November 6th, 2021, but I have a really good reason for being late. Okay, maybe I don't. I was playing League. But we need to talk about the show because I have such strong opinions on it. League of Legends has been one of the most popular, if not the most popular video game of all time.
Oh no. Oh, Faker! And he puts a tower! Oh my god, he just won the game! What? What?
Baker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches him with the ultimate.
I'm so glad to say that the adaptation absolutely sucked. That's sucking. It was actually amazing. And I gotta say, the thing that caught my eye right off the bat was the unique fluid animation style that they used. The animation quality in Arcane is exceptional. It blends a unique art style with these fluid and dynamic sequences. The combination of 2D and 3D animation techniques really result in an awesome and stunning scene that bring the world of League of Legends to real life. It's so fresh and it captivates me the entire way. The expressions on these characters' faces are done so well, and it really makes you feel what they're feeling in the moment. The animation gave me kind of that new fresh look that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse did. It was just so different from everything else. It really wasn't the same as, your standard Japanese animation. And before I even dive into any of the story, I need to give huge props to this casting director, man. These voice actors absolutely killed it. Ella Purnell and Haley Steinfeld especially killed it as Jinx and Vi. They were so good. Okay, now jumping into the actual story. Man, it was packed with so many ups and downs and so many emotional scenes. I was not ready for it at all. Going into this, I did not know any of the lore from League of Legends, so it was really refreshing, to see these characters from one of my video games pop up out of nowhere and be real integral parts of the story. I feel like the entire story, all Vi wanted to do was protect Powder, but when Powder messed up everything by causing that explosion, which left a bunch of her friends dead, Silco swooped in and became not the stepfather, but the father that stepped up. Watching Vi and Jinx's relationship throughout the story is so heart-wrenching, man. I just want them the entire time to say they're sorry and really just make up. They're sisters after all. I think it's pretty much past the point of no return by the end though, as we could pretty much safely say that Powder is gone and Jinx is here for good. And we all know that Vi only really cares for Powder and not Jinx. Another character who I didn't think would play a huge part in the story, but who I loved was Echo. Seeing Kid Echo was so cool, dude. And the twist where he captures Vi and Caitlyn later on is an awesome one, man. Because I had forgotten all about him up until that point. It was cool to see him all grown up. And I can't mention Echo without talking about that Echo versus Jinx fight. Oh my god, that bridge fight scene was probably the peak of the animation for me in season 1. Absolutely awesome callbacks to their childhood, and seeing the expressions on the characters' faces, especially when Echo pins Jinx down towards the end, and then the music starts playing, dude. Some of these fight scenes were crazy, man. I feel like you can really tell that these producers and these directors and Riot as a whole really put a lot of time and detail into creating these episodes. It feels like nothing is overlooked, and I really hope it's the same for season 2. The world building, especially in Arcane, in just one season is so crazy. It doesn't feel rushed, but I feel like I can understand all of the motives of our main characters, all the way from Jason Victor down to Jinx and Vi. And although I love seeing the different characters like Singed, Heimerdinger, and I think Sevica is Renata Glask, but I'm not too sure, but I love seeing those different characters. Overall, I think this story has been at its best so far when Jinx is really at the center of attention. She really knows how to capture the audience. It's a little weird though how a little girl like Jinx survived that explosion that was right next to her when, the chief of police who wasn't even that close to it died. But we'll chalk it up to Jinx being fed.
Pentakill.
The show also really excels in its pacing. It's one of its strongest factors. Each episode leaves you wanting more, with cliffhangers that are both thrilling and so frustrating in the best way possible. A signature theme of most Netflix shows. The blend of action, drama, and character development is so masterfully balanced, ensuring there's never really a dull moment. And even when there isn't an all-out battle going on, you really are hooked. Arcane also doesn't shy away from tackling really mature themes. Issues like social inequality, corruption, moral ambiguities, and technology progressiveness are really woven throughout the entire narrative, and it adds such depth and relevance to the story. It's so rare for a video game adaptation to handle, these huge themes, but they really do it well, and I love it. It would would have been really easy to throw in these popular characters that everyone loves and, you know, just have like that meh story, but they really took their time and they're fleshing out these characters, and I love the way Piltover and Zaun are turning out. I can't wait for the future battles and animation. Now, moving forward to Silco. Man, Silco was such an exciting villain. I feel like I could speak for most of us with that. He's someone you could understand and who you kind of root for towards the end and feel, you know, what he felt for Zaun. I feel like you could really connect with him because of his role in pretty much raising Jinx. Say what you want about him, but his parenting towards Jinx was pretty cool and turned Jinx into a freaking soldier. Maybe it's not exactly what he wanted, but it's exactly what Zaun needs to pretty much, you know, stop Piltover from the wealthy just taking over. Although Silco will be hard to top, I'm really hopeful that Arcane will throw us another amazing villain, and I'm sure they will, because I know I saw Warwick in that Season 2 trailer like you guys did. If you haven't, go check that trailer out. And Arcane as a whole, man, is a masterclass in these video game adaptations. It sets the bar so high for their future projects. If you haven't watched it yet, stop playing League and go and dive into this incredible show, dude. Immerse yourself in the world and just enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.